Hello and welcome to another session of NexCapture 101. Today I'm going to show how easy it is to create forms in NexCapture for data collection. NexCapture is a platform for collecting data and it's targeted to any industry at the moment. Therefore, one of the most fundamental ways of data collection that we see is forms. To be able to create forms in NextCapture, you can either build a form from scratch, or even if you have data that's available and sitting somewhere and you want to continue adding to that data, you can actually bring that data to NextCapture and continue with the forms that NextCapture helps you build. You can see that I've logged into the system, and this is the dashboard, and you can click on Forms and click on New Form. You have the idea of starting from scratch, or you can bring your data built from your CSV data or built from Google Spreadsheets. And soon, in a couple of days, you will have the option of talking to AI and essentially being able to generate your form from a conversation with the AI. Let's assume that I'm going to build this from scratch. And you will be, when you click on Let's Go, you go to the page that we call Form Builder. And inside this Form Builder, you have all the options of the form elements on the left-hand side, and then the right-hand side is all the properties that each one of those fields will provide. So for example, I can have a text field, which let's say that this is going to be a name. You can provide a helper text or not. You can also mark it as required or not. Then there are other options. So for example, you can have a numbered field. You can have select field, which you actually give the option to the user to select from set of options. And then here you can provide the options. So let's just assume that this is me trying to record gender. And then I can create two options here for and then essentially you will have a gender select option in the form. There are other elements as well. So for example, switch field, an example of this could be that, a marketing form that would require the users to say that whether they are happy to be contacted. There's GPS field, for example, that will actually record the location where you tell it, or you could even, show on the have a point shown on the map and then select the point from there. Or for example, an address field that you type in the address and it actually tries to find the address for you, and then it actually pinpoints it to longitude and latitude. Once you have selected your fields, you name it and you provide a description if you want, and you save it. And then from that moment on, you can actually use this form in the data collection workflow. But today, I'm not going to actually work from scratch. And what I want to do is I want to actually use my data to generate form for me. So I've got a CSV of the artists in the 80s, and it looks like this. So I've got a name, I've got an email, I've got the gender, I've got birthdays, and these are all made up, by the way. And there's age, just some notes, and there's a yes/no field and a true/false for can contact. So I want to actually create a form based on the data that I have, which means that I can create a select build from CSV, select next, and drag and drop my CSV here. Then NextCapture says, confirms with me that, oh, you want to generate form from this? And I say, yes, let's go. And then it automatically analyzes the data file and then gives me the options. So you can see that, for example, gender is female and male based on what it has seen in the data, and I want to add to it. So I can extend it if you want. If not say, why not? And then, for example, this yes/no field is automatically matched to a checkbox field, and then we have this can contact, which was a true/false field and has been matched to the switch field. And now you can extend it. You can change it if you want to make modifications to the form, or if you had options that you think that is going to happen in the data, but it was not available in the data file that you provided, you can extend this form. So let's assume that this is the form that I wanted. So I'm going to call it artist demo and demoing forms 101, and I save it. Shows me an option, a preview of the form. And for example, you can select date here, and then I can have a look and say, oh yeah, well, I do not want to have the time there. It's a birthday, so it doesn't really matter. So I can go to birthday, is a date field. I can change it to say American style of the dates, and I come back, save, and there we go. So if I select this, I only capture the date information, not the rest of it, which is the time. And now if I go to forms, I have my artist demo. So from this moment on, I can use this form in all of my data collection workflows. So I can preview it here, have a look at it. And that is how easy it is to generate forms in NexCapture. See you in the next one.